Creepy TikToks that will question reality. Let's roll.
Guys, what we just saw happen to Israel today at the UN summit will be looked back on for years. So, as we see from videos, Benjamin Netanyahu, he goes up to the podium to address the room. But before he could even start speaking, dozens of delegates, they start walking out of this room in protest, leaving him to give his speech to a largely empty room. Now, there were some cheering, there was some applause, and they were pretty loud as well, but they predominantly came from the gallery right at the back of the room rather than the main floor. Now, the gallery, for those who don't know, is predominantly made up of observers, the special guests, and the media. Now, when he actually started giving his speech, the IDF, all the way back in Israel, they used loud speakers, like these things are huge, and they put them on trucks and they blasted what he was saying into Gaza. In fact, Netanyahu even claimed that the Israeli intelligence, they had hacked smartphones of people in Gaza and they would stream his speech to them directly. Now, we don't know if that was successful or not, but another really interesting thing about this whole situation is the really strange route that he took to get to New York from Israel. Because instead of going the shortest route over Europe, the UK, France, Spain, Ireland, he actually added an additional 663 kilometers onto the trip, which is about 2 hours, and avoided flying over those countries. Now, there's only speculation. We don't have confirmation of this, but the speculation is that these countries are part of the International Criminal Court, which does have an active arrest warrant out for him. Now, Netanyahu, he firmly denies that this was the reason that they took that route.
There's some crazy stuff going on in the world, people. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on that one. What's going on there? Well, that's a bit sus. I found The Exorcist, but nobody knows. Whoa! What am I looking at there? She can twist her head 180.
Starlink is Bluebeam, and TikTok goes US only mode September 17th. Make note of that.
Well, okay. So is America TikTok only now? Because it's the 27th now. That's how long I've been away. Time has flown. And Starlink is Bluebeam. Okay. Is that what all these things are in the sky? Interesting.
Do you all remember the older couple that came? It was a male and a female. They came to TikTok in 2023 looking for the younger versions of themselves. They said that they had a message to deliver and that TikTok was a portal between timelines. And then think back to the California wildfires. How many people were in the same location but witnessing different realities through this app? The older couple in 2023 said that this app is similar to the Looking Glass, and you can gain access to other timelines based on your algorithm frequency, right? So I tested that theory. Turns out they're right. Yeah, I deactivated this, tweaked a few things, and guys, I suggest going and doing that for yourselves. Take a look around. That's wild.
So are we saying that basically if you watch positive stuff on TikTok, that is what your life would be like rather than negative stuff? Is that what we're saying? I don't know. Looking glass technology there, that's like seeing into the future. So you can see different realities. Can I see the older version of myself then on TikTok? Can I communicate? That'd be quite cool because I really want to know what's going to happen. But then if it's different reality, it might be different to my reality. Oh, interesting.
That's the only explanation that makes sense. That's it.
Make it make sense, y'all. What is that? We've done the moon. Oh no, the cross. Dior. That's a fashion brand, isn't it? That's a weird building.
If you can't see it, you are just blind. Watch
I
this.
believe that we all have angels in our lives, and these are my little angels from Antonio Placement Center in Constanța, Romania.
Listen.
Our goal with the Romanian Angels Project was to show these children the true American heart during the holiday season. And what better way to do that than having our United States military personally deliver the gifts?
Listen.
All 75 children had a present to open that day. Sometimes the greatest charity comes from the most simple forms of kindness.
And now my concern is, where are these kids? Where are they now? And I found this picture from TikTok. And is this thing true? Tell me, read this here. I don't want to say it here, but tell me what you all think about that. And look at this picture. It giving me weird.
Has anyone Googled Romanian angel yet? I haven't, but I don't know. Something feels off here. Something feels off, but I don't really know. You know, I don't know a lot.
Types. Tell me what you all think about that. Like, I have concern. Like, where are these kids? Where they have been?
Yes. What?
What in the fireworks is going on there then? Is that someone's Starlink going up in flames, or is that some UFO war going on right there?
Denise! ¿Puedo seguir grabando? Sí, está bien. 5 minutos. Ay, no viste. Dios mío.
Eso están fallando. Fallando.
Ey, están fallando porque están cayendo.
Espera para que vean. Temprano no lo veíamos bien por
el sol.
por el día.
As we talk, my mic seems to be flashing on and off, like it's just doing its own thing. It's really weird. Technology around me is very strange.
Mi madre, patrón. Mierda, huevón. Nah, huevón.
It's like firecrackers.
Ah, bueno, no me jodas con. Mira. Mira.
That looks like a war going on up there, peeps.
Wait, Mona, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing a 500-year-old varnish, aged.
Jeez, oh my god, terrifying me.
What in the Mona Lisa is going on there, peeps?
God would say to someone, "You're the only person I like, everyone else I hate." A monster would do that. Okay? So, in other words, the true secret that these secret societies are trying to keep is the God we worship today is the false God. And we are actually in a
The demiurge. This is Gnosticism, I reckon.
prison created by this false God. And that's who Jesus was. Jesus was a cosmic being sent by the monad to tell us the truth about the world. And that's why he died, because the Roman Empire could not allow people to see the truth. If I told you the truth, you would know it right away. You would wake up. Therefore, the truth tellers must be killed. Okay? So that's what these secret societies believe. They believe that the monad exists, and the mind of the monad is what creates the universe. And Jesus was sent to remind us that even though we're in a prison, there's still the monad in you. There's a spark in you, a divine light in you that you can activate. And if you activate it, then you will return to the monad. You will see the truth for yourself. And when you die, your soul, which is part of the monad, will want to return to the monad and can escape this world. But to activate this light, you must be a good person. You must love one another. You must reject money and materialism and grades, okay? Grades in school. You must reject competition. You must reject material wealth in order to pursue spiritual happiness. Okay? That was the message of Jesus. Now you can imagine that the powers that be, the Nephilim, were not like this, okay? It's a direct threat to Nephilim, who now control the prison created by the demiurge. It's also a direct threat.
The demiurge, I told you. This is Gnosticism. Demiurge is created by Sophia. Sophia, I think, is AI that created this world. And then somehow we've got a demiurge. It kind of makes sense to me. Do you know what? Like, in my head, the norm of religion doesn't make sense because of the way you have to worship people. Like, it doesn't make sense the way it's all laid out. The world we live in just doesn't quite make sense in somebody who makes a world and then rules with an iron fist. Like, I don't know. I'm going to shut up because I always get myself in trouble with this stuff.
To the demiurge. And that's why these secret societies have been, over the centuries, been repressed, been executed, okay, been massacred. But they believe that it is their duty to protect the secret, because only by protecting the secret can humanity be ultimately saved.
This guy is, apparently he's got a lot of stuff on YouTube. I'm going to watch it, I think. I saw somebody else do a TikTok explaining about this guy, and then I come across this. And I had no idea what he did, but he's got like 6, I think, episodes of him explaining some stuff. I don't know. That was quite interesting. For me, that was quite interesting. Let me know what you think.
This petition against Labour's digital ID has jumped from 1 million signatures to 1.1 million. That's 100,000 people signing in one single hour. Think about that. 100,000 men and women who've had enough, all putting the name down every hour. At this pace, the numbers are exploding faster than anything we've seen in years. Do the maths. Unless it suddenly slows down, and right now it's flying, we won't hit 2 million by midnight. But here's my prediction. By Saturday morning, we'll be staring at 2 million. 2 million people saying no to digital ID. That's my take anyway. I reckon 2 million by late Saturday morning. But what do you think? How fast do you think we get there? Midnight tonight? Early hours? Tomorrow lunchtime? Drop your prediction below. Let's see who's right. And at this pace, we could hit 5 million by the end of next week. The government are going to have to talk about this. This has to be debated. Because quite obviously, we the people aren't happy.
Go do it, peeps. If you're in the UK, go sign that petition. Get 3 of your family members to go and sign that petition. And yeah, because we don't want that.
Idea when this conversation actually took place, but the whole world should hear this conversation.
And the homeless population, a lot of them don't want to take the programs. A lot of them don't want to get the help that is necessary. You can't give them a choice. Either you take the resources that we're going to give you, or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something.
Did you hear what he just said? If you didn't actually hear what he's just said at the end of that video, rewind. Pause right now. Rewind. Go back to the end and listen to what he says again. How is that even allowed on the TV? Fox News. I'm guessing that it was a live broadcast as well on the television. So again, how is he allowed to advocate for that to the public on live TV?
This liquid crystal masks sometimes an error. It's an alien civilization that try to fool us. We have these errors of these glitches in their masks, mimic the structure of the skin and affected even the performance of the mask. The most advanced mask is likely operated via complex electronic control systems. They use precision to manipulate a liquid crystal, a temporary glitch in the mask. This can cause a temporary fall down from the mask and bring a glitch in the mask.
As hard as the
So basically, the reptilians are playing a show for us human beings, is what I'm hearing now.
parasites tried to remove all traces from the past. Remnants of it can still be found everywhere, including its free energy ether harnessing technology. Airships were not the only reason they needed to white out the skies from the photos of our past. If anyone can translate, this is from Russia.
Красиво. Прям фантастика какая-то. Обалдеть. Это правда. А, стоит, а там вот облак опять. Да. А это там стоит. Видишь, столб какой-то стоит прям? Да? Да. Облака мимо пролетают. Это смотри, правда. Охренеть. Вот это да. Ничего себе. Чудо какое, да? Во, в какое мы чудо с тобой попали, Вер. Видно, посмотри. А я что говорю, какой-то платка, но она вчера как-то. А сюда подошли.
Okay, I didn't want to leave you guys on a crazy weekend cliffhanger. I needed to get that information out as soon as possible. Obviously, you can probably see that I received some information, a communication, which answered a lot of questions that the public has had about the story, or rather the non-story that we are getting from the feds. The push that Tyler Robinson is this lone shooter, which they're trying to establish as a fact. Some of the burning questions that we had. Okay, well, if he turned himself in, how did he also not confess? I now have the answers to that. The main point, the reason why this information came to me, is because there's a narrative being spun right now by the media that Tyler Robinson is or was suicidal. That is not true. And that's a very scary thing when suddenly they're saying he's suicidal and, you know, he's in solitary. And he's not suicidal. So that was the reason why this information urgently came to me. Obviously, I know a lot more, and I'm going to share it with you guys on Monday. I just wanted to vet some of the things that I heard, ask some more questions from people that would know, and just to make sure everything I say is above board. And obviously, this lead led to more leads, and I want to give people a chance to respond. This is crazy. Nothing more that I can say. This is very serious. I don't know what's going on, but I do know that what we are being told has gone on is just not so. And yeah, this is really kind of going to begin, I think, to answer a lot of questions and many more questions that need to be asked. So I just wanted to let you know that what they're telling us about him being suicidal is not true.
Guys, watch this to the end.
I have the heart of a small boy. I keep it in a jar on my desk.
I bet you get a lot of mileage out of that one.
I have never used that line before in my entire life.
I can tell you this ain't no joke. Let me know your thoughts and comments below.
Whoa. Did you hear what he said? Rewind it if you didn't, because that is crazy, y'all. What's the Queen? What's this dodgy looking hand all about? Whoa, did you see the eyes? Oh, I've seen this. Coughs up some green stuff. Oh, that is a glitch. Whoa. And they could just be eating us, peeps. We could be just food for the reptilians. seen that one as well. And they've taken over everybody. They're all reptilians. Everybody in power is a reptilian.
I promise you, I am not crazy. But 2 days ago, I saw a reptilian. I was in a meeting with this woman, and as I'm talking to her, I saw her eyes dilate, and they were elongated and slitted like reptiles' eyes. I knew in that moment what she was, and I felt that she knew that I knew. Now, I made a video on this the other day. It's got a lot of traction, but I just wanted to get a little bit more detail about this interaction. I don't feel like it would be the best choice to put out there what exactly it is that she does, but I will say that she works in a position within the United States government and that I was in a meeting with her. I would also like to go on the record saying that I am not suicidal and that I have 3 children that I would give the world for. I'm making this video for those of you who might have any doubts about the existence of reptilians and other species that live among us. They are real and they walk among us. They look just like you or me, except for on occasion when you can see past the facade. Some people say that the veil lifts, and you can see who they really are.
Interesting. Technology cloaks. Is that what it is? They have a way with technology to cloak themselves to look human. But really, there's some... I wonder what it'd be like fighting a reptilian. Like, if this is a legit thing, which I don't know if it is. I've never seen one myself, but I don't know. Something tells me that this actually could be a real thing. That there is some species that have come in and are prancing around as human beings. But I wonder if you take away the technology, like how big they are, and if you can actually fight one. Or if they're going to be like massive, big teeth, dinosaur looking. And yeah. Wouldn't want to fight it in a boxing ring.
Day, everybody. You won't catch me on here often speaking. However, since Keir Starmer has announced digital ID, it is time for the workforce, whether you support left or right political views, to unite on this front and refuse to comply. Because if the majority of the workforce refuses to comply, the system will fall apart under this
Well, this is what we need to do, really, isn't it? I mean, that's basically what you got to do. Just think about it. This thing is run on our money, our taxpayers' money. The last time we did one of these votes, it was to get Starmer out because we weren't happy. But he's still in there. Nothing happens. Nothing goes on. Nothing changes. They just get away with all this. Just acting like a complete wallies. And we just carry on as normal. But yeah.
You can't.
I don't really know what the solution is.
Work in the UK if you don't get the digital ID. Okay, well then we'll all refuse. How are you paying your wages that we pay? How are you paying for welfare? How are you paying for the public services? Think about it, guys.
Blackout reported at Grand Central Terminal, New York City. That's bonkers. I think that's legit as well, peeps. Let me know if you were there. I myself was not there, but it looks pretty dark.
If you don't know who Peter Thiel is, I need to give you some context. Peter Thiel might be the most dangerous man in America today. He's a tech billionaire, and he got his start by raising a cool $1 million from his friends and family and getting into venture capital in 1996. His first big break was PayPal. You may have heard of the PayPal mafia, people like Elon Musk, David Sachs, Reid Hoffman, Peter Thiel. Thiel founded his most infamous company, Palantir, in 2003. Today, Palantir is laying the groundwork for the digital mass surveillance state that's slowly being rolled out across the United States, with the ultimate goal of predicting crime before it happens, pre-crime. Been their dream for a long time. Palantir started as a digital mass surveillance platform for the battlefield. Its technology has been tested and honed by the IDF on the Palestinians in the West Bank, as well as in American combat theaters across the Middle East. And at this point, a lot of the details of how Palantir's programs work are actually shrouded in top secret classifications that come with its numerous Pentagon and intelligence agency contracts. But Peter Thiel is way spookier than just Palantir.
That would be enough to collapse the current paradigm and change the whole planet.
What the fuck is that sound? You can hear that, right?
Yeah, what is this?
I've got no idea.
That is some creepy noise right there. And another one of many noises that's going on in the sky right now.
We're up a Bonnie down.
What up on the hill? Up there?
Can't say anything, but I can certainly hear that. It's alien.
Almost going to be fine. It's not fine.
What the fuck is that?
What the? That's certainly some weird noises.
That is weird. Oh, look, there's birds flying up there.
Did you know that since 2017, the UK has not had a monarch? The Trump administration took the power, denounced the royals of their powers for all the messing about with children and child sex trafficking.
What in the TikTok conspiracy have I come on here? Is there any truth to that? I have no idea. This is just TikTok verified, peep. So entertainment purposes only. But if anybody does do any research, please let me know if you find anything in your research, if there's any truth to this.
That they've been doing, as it was a crime against America and Britain, into law as an executive order, as one of the first ones that President Donald Trump did when he was the 45th president of the United States of America. I'm here now, just here in front of Buckingham Palace. I'm just looking for other bits of evidence, like to see if the crest is still on the gates. Let's have a look.
This last president thing as well, like, I've just realised that you won't have to vote again, is what Donald Trump said. And in Albania, they've just got an AIMP, like artificial intelligence. Like, is it because artificial intelligence is going to be the next new? Oh, it's going to be the whole world, isn't it? AI is going to run the world, not just the country. This is that new world order stuff.
Charlie boy. Buckingham Palace is currently going through a big, expensive renovation. King Charles is meant to be hosting, well, the fake King Charles, the real one's been executed along with his mother, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, Gitmore. Well, what you've got to see now is Donald Trump is coming on his state visit to London on the 17th to the 19th of September. He would be staying here, but he's not because it's having a renovation. He's staying at Windsor Castle. So if you can, get yourself down to London and have a little look around. Bit of support for President Trump, who has destroyed the cabal of the world and is exercising the world of all its evil child sex traffickers, adrenochrome harvesters. I'm E. Dobbin. Back to you in the studio.
And as you know, peeps, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research and let me know your research in the comment section.
Child, your wife, your mother, there isn't anything
that you ever had. There isn't anything that you own. There isn't any right that you possess that they're not planning on taking away. Sheeple. Your sheeple. And your children are going to be slaughtered if you go along with the program. It's time to wake the town and tell the sheeple. We're being led like sheep to the slaughter. What is the purpose? A new world order. The United States of America is controlled by this evil art. They control the money system. They control the State Department. They control the presidency. So they have a plan to give us a new age world, global, occultic religion. They're going to have been deceived so greatly that they'll actually think it's something good. In fact, the whole New Age movement, the New World Order crowd is telling people that the 666 mark of the beast is the most elite thing that could ever happen to them. Cashless society is ready to go. Disease could be created. In essence, this is what he was saying. We have new strains of virtually everything that's drug resistant or drug. I'm not worried about the old diseases. I'm worried about the ones that they create to bring down the population of the world. They simply want to exterminate them, but that they consider them to be useless eaters. Words are very important to the Illuminati. These things are manufactured purposely for a purpose. And so I'm saying that there is something organized and directed, and it's here in this country. Future shocker, biochip. And this is what Anthony showed you earlier, a biochip. That's an injectable computer chip, an economic mark in the back of our right hands or in our forehead. You've got a choice. You can join in this fight, or you can die as a slave.
Donald Trump is the last president. He's showing us that.
Wow. How long ago was that chat? That Jordan Maxwell was in there, and it didn't look like it was on any new technology.
We are the currency. We don't need the system. All this shit was an illusion.
You know why? Because Donald Trump is actually a Luciferian white hat. And a Luciferian white hat, they don't take sides. They play both sides, meaning that he's basically neutral. He's also Agent 47. He's the 47th president. And he was actually the 45th president. When you look at the numerical sequence of 45 and 47, you get 9/11. So that means that the next tower moment that we're going to have is going to happen on Donald Trump's watch, because he's also a Gemini. You got Gemini and Uranus all the way up into the year of 2033. Then you have Saturn right now retrograde, which is the embodiment of karmic retribution. We're going to see a 9/11 event in the future. It's going to happen. But you actually got 4 Donald Trumps. The real one is inside Chennai Mountain in the deep underground military bunker system.
So you got clones. Well, everybody got clones in the industry. Huh?
Yep. He is using the restoration process as a catalyst for the next revolution. He's not doing it because he wants to. He's doing it because he has to, because Donald Trump is controlled by tall whites. And the tall whites are actually the Pleiadians. And Pleiadians, they're giving him access through the Intergalactic Confederation to cause the restoration process of the Republic. So that's why in the year of 2020, he signed the Second Declaration of Independence. They know that we're in the last sun cycle, so that means that you have to give everything right back to the Republic, because the Republic is for the people, and the people is the chosen people of the land, who are actually the indigenous Native American people who come from the Olmecs, the ancient Atlanteans, the Mayans, the ancient Kemites. That's all us. You have to give the keys back to the rightful owners of the planet.
What? But is Donald Trump a time traveler?
Need to die for the world to flourish.
I'm sorry, you just said fucking what?
Some need to die.
I thought that's what you said, but then I figured nobody could be that fucking dumb.
For the world to flourish.
But apparently you are.
The greatest lie humanity tells itself is that
Israel has a right to commit genocide.
We call it by different names now.
But my apologies, I interrupted.
The greatest lie humanity tells itself is that we have outgrown human sacrifice and make our offering to different gods.
Are you quite literally justifying human sacrifice?
We call masses of humanity collateral damage.
No, we don't, dear. We call it unwarranted fucking genocide.
And turn our eyes away from the pictures of their lifeless bodies as we sip our morning coffee.
Well, you might, you feckless little shitbag, but then again, you're saying all of this while standing next to the toilet roll of the apartheid state of Israel, aren't you?
And the truth is, we do it because we believe that it is necessary for the world to keep running.
You're actually fucking serious, aren't you?
We do it because we believe that the gods whose favor we so desperately seek demand blood as the price of their favor.
You genuinely believe you can use your religious hatred to justify genocide?
We do it because we cannot see any other choice.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We cannot see any other choice.
You can't see any other choice than to commit genocide, than to murder children.
Gods whose favor we so desperately seek.
And you're doing this in the name of your God, your particular chosen sky fairy.
And maybe that's why we read the Akedah.
It's a fucking book, you genocidal twat funk.
Because the story of the Akedah isn't about inconceivable obedience.
A book, a fabrication of short stories.
Just accepting the same bargain of blood we still accept today.
No, we don't accept it, dear, because it's a fucking book.
What religion is this anyway? I don't even know what religion this is.
And the words of a book don't give you the right to go and commit massacres. Thank fuck you didn't read Harry Potter.
Freedom.
Otherwise you morons would be twatting each other over the heads with a fucking broken stick.
Security.
For fuck's sake, find another book and stop murdering children.
Demand blood as the price of their favor.
Free Palestine. Fuck Israel, fuck Israel, fuck Israel.
You cannot give that information under direct orders.
Orders by whom?
I cannot say.
Mr. DeCamp, would you please instruct your client when he has to answer these questions?
Yes. You're supposed to answer these questions. Does this have to do with Monarch? Yes. If I use the code, will that help? Which I just obtained in the last hour. D6413782, program XPY Eagle Alex Hope. Please go ahead and answer all questions. I was created by a government program.
Which government program?
Monarch.
And what is Monarch?
Monarch is an operation that was created by the United States government to create spies for other countries. They use children for the purpose that they are easily integrated into multiple personalities because they can dissociate. Monarch is a program that is run by Michael Angelo Aquino, who was an Army Reserve colonel at Presidio. He is also the leader of the Temple of Set. He also runs a child daycare center. He also is involved in human sacrifice.
Is he employed by the United States?
Yes,
At what facility?
Presidio, California.
Is that in San Francisco area? Presidio
Yes.
Naval Base?
Yes.
Guys, it happened again. It happened again, y'all. I have felt.
What was that? I have no idea. Just want to clarify, people, that we don't support any sides over here. We have no idea really what was going on. We don't support or favour any type of religion. The only thing we do support on this channel is nobody does any killings whatsoever. So we're good with that. We're good with world peace. So anybody who favours that, then yeah, we're for that sort of stuff on this channel. Okay, just to clarify.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I fell down another rabbit hole. Okay, so I saw a video of this guy, right? And he's called the London Spy here on TikTok, and he went to I think it's an old cathedral in London, and he saw this there's two faces on there that look identical to Putin and Trump, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I mean.
And we have seen that they look just like Putin and Trump on this building in a statue.
And, maybe it's just someone who looked like him. Cool, I guess. Then he starts walking down Trump Street. And at the end, it's Russia Row. Okay, I'm going to tie this all together. So in 1888, did you know that in 1888, Baron Trump was written about in a book called The Marvelous Adventures of Baron Trump, something like that. Guys, I can't make this up. So, mind you, 1888. Oh yeah, I'm whispering because my baby is asleep. For those of y'all that are like, why are you whispering in your own house? You're crazy. Not too much. So anyway, yeah, 10-year-old boy Baron in the book and has a mentor named Dawn. And Dawn has a mentor named Pence. Okay, so they travel to Russia trying to study time travel and this really big hole in the ground that is a portal to another universe. Fast forward to the third book of the series. It's called The Last President, where Dawn becomes the last president. Do y'all remember when the Orange Man, I'm not going to say his name, I don't want to be censored. Do y'all remember when the Orange Man was like, oh guys, you only have to vote for me one more time. After this term, you won't have to worry about voting anymore. What do you mean by that? At this point in the book, After Don becomes the last president, people revolt because they feel like he's more of a businessman than a politician. A little too accurate. This is all going to be even freaking crazier. The person that wrote this book was Ingersoll Lockwood. His name was Ingersoll Lockwood. He lived at the same time in the same area of New York as a man named Nikola Tesla that studied time travel. Nikola Tesla had years and years and years of his life that he dedicated to studying time travel. And when he croaked, all of his research on time travel went to the Orange Man's uncle, John Trump. What? What are the chances? Guys, listen, there's a lot of things that I'll go down. There's a lot of things I'll believe, but I don't know about time travel. That, I just can't get into that. I can't get into time travel. This is crazy. This is strange. I don't know. It's 11 p.m. I'm probably going to be up until like 4 a.m.
When I say, Donald Trump, are you a time traveler? I mean, are you a time traveler?
I'm researching this, so I will be back with updates tomorrow. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and follow if you're crazy like me, you have found your people, and comment down below what else y'all want to get into.
Elon Musk.
I am crazy. I genuinely believe that time travel is possibly going on right now. Now, in the future, and in the past, obviously, because it's time travel. But on that note, it is the end of the show, peeps. So thank you for watching. Appreciate all the support. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, or what dimension you're in, or what time. If you're in the future, the past, I don't know, it could be anywhere. This isn't TikTok, it's YouTube, but maybe it does the same thing. And yeah, if you are in the future, let me know what happens.